Well, 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 and well. It is Sunday. We are just at 1 p.m. Central Time. I am a little bit hungry. And before I do my barbecue ribs tonight, we're going to make, I'm going to pull this here a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. We're going to make some nachos tonight. Hey, Ralph, nachos for lunch. And we're not just heating up some cheese and throwing it on some chips. A little bit of chili. We could do ground beef, but we're not going to do ground beef, so we're going to put that away. But like I said, we could do it fresh from scratch. If we're going to do ground beef, we're going to use tomato paste to help flavor it, but we're not going to do that either, so that goes back. Stick that right up there. But we got some regular onion, some white onion, some green onion, like I said, some chili. Going to throw a little bit of garlic in there with that. Some nacho chips. And we're going to make this, we're going to do a somewhat passable chili here. Now, got a nice old pan. I've been working this morning after, once I got my, was trying to get the episode 73 uploaded. Took 7 attempts to get uploaded. It finally got so I now I can go on other things. Been filling in, some of the states for the rules and regulations in the permit book, which is always a good thing. So I got that a little bit more complete. All right. The only thing I'm going to need, I'm not going to use this small cutting board. I'm going to use a bigger cutting board. There we go. So we got a nice big size cutting board. Got a few other tools. A nice big knife. You're going to need something to stir with. So, got that. I'm going to take a spoon, just be on the safe side, in case, can't scrape any more out with the chips. I'm going to set that off to the side there. Move that out the way, because that's going to fall over. So, like I said, normal setup here. We got our hot plate. Put that down. Plug that in. So, like I said, we got a good can of chili. We're doing nachos, baby. Nachos. So this is just Hormel, what is this? Home style with beef. No artificial ingredients. Just synthetic ingredients. Not exactly the most appealing, but it'll do. Now, normally I would rinse this out, but that's going to make it too watery, and I don't want that. I want to kind of stick it a little bit thicker. Now, if I had some extra cheese to add to that, that would help. But we got a bit of chili. We got our nacho cheese, which we're going to put into this bowl here. We're going to put it in the microwave, nuke that. We got a little bit of green onion, a little bit of white onion. We're going to add a touch of garlic to this. There we go. We're just going to use, instead of trying to get the back, we're just going to use the handle of the spoon for that. Add that in there. Find my towel here. There we go. Wipe that off. Stick that out the way. So we're going to get the chili here hot. We're going to get that those extra ingredients mixed in. Like I said, just put that up out the way. There we go. I want a little more chili powder. Or red pepper flake, one of the two. Yeah, let's see here. Chili powder. I'm going to put a dash of that in there. Put that in there. Let's see here. Spice it up a little bit. A little bit red pepper flake. Just get a little more touch of heat, which would be nice. All right. Get all that stuff put back in there. Get that all closed up. So now we're just gonna get that all incorporated. And we're gonna, we're gonna let it thicken up a little bit by getting some of the water evaporated out. But there we go. Unfortunately, got to move some stuff around here, so pardon moi. Put that up there so we can clean those out. All right. All right. Oh, gonna move this too. There we go. Put that up there. Then, when we are able, once we get the chili and everything else prepared, we're going to plug in the microwave, which, there we go. Get that all ready. Yeah, hold the camera there. We're going to turn that down just a tad. Not too bad. We are up here at the headquarters for my company. Hey, Frederick de Leon. And Crassa Productions, Congo, how you doing? Welcome in. We're going to make some nachos in the truck. And if you doubt why I'm in a truck, let's see. There's my steering wheel right there. No, I'm not going to do chili dogs. Doing nachos. So, got our little ingredients right there. Add a little bit of extra chili powder. Touch of garlic. We're going to let that, simmer a little bit to thicken up just a tad. And while we do that, we're going to cut some other ingredients here. So, a bit of white onion. The paper off of there. Let's throw that in the trash. There we go. Take off that outer layer. There we go. Oops, this onion's got a thick skin to it. Take off, there we go. All right, get that in the trash. Sit down there. All right, so a towel to dry that off. So we're going to put a little bit of the this white onion into the chili itself, so it cooks a little bit. Because I want a little bit of the sweetness that's going to come out of the onion. to infuse the chili. And at the same time, I'm going to have a little bit of the raw onion. Give some of that spice to it, that heat. So we're going to a little bit of that on top. There we go. Now, got some Ziploc bags here. There we go. So this is how I normally store, things that are open and things that need to be frozen. So good old Ziploc bag there. Little vacuum pump, battery powered. Getting rid of that oxygen, getting rid of a lot of the air, helps just to keep things just a little bit longer. And when I got a nice full rack of ribs in there, which half is going to be done tonight. We're going to be using that vacuum sealer to seal up the other portion of the ribs that I'm not going to eat tonight. A little bit of onion. Let's take it out. We're just going to throw it in here. There we go. All right, a little bit of white onion. We got some good old green onion here, which we're going to Now the green onion is going to give it a little bit different flavor. I'm going to take off that little bit there, I think. There we go. So we're going to take 2 of those. That'll go back in the refrigerator. Cut off a bit that I don't want to have on there. I'm going to trim the ends just a little bit. Here we go. That, like that. So there's bits of roots away. There we go. That's going to go on top and hopefully make a nice thing. So green onion, white onion, and of course you can put your tomato and your guacamole if you want, or pico de gallo and all the other stuff that you may want. Green screen. Yeah, that's pretty sorry, green screen, the mess that's on my bed. So we're going to set that off to the side here. All right, so you can see outside there, we are at company headquarters. All them other trucks there, ready to go. Waiting for the snow to stop. All right. King Queen Stacking, how you doing? Fishing Trucker, thank you. Making some nachos. Just like the title right there on the screen says. Mr. Kevin Hart. That was some beautiful countryside, Mr. Hart. Beautiful countryside. I loved seeing Cornwall. That was nice this morning. All right, so now going to get our cheese ready. Salsa con queso. If I can open the dang jar. Oh, look at that. And it's got its own little set of spices and whatnot in there, so there we go. Set that right there. We don't need a lot of cheese because we are, if I was just doing just the cheese, it would be, half the jar I would eat, but we're not going to do that. All right. So the chili is almost ready. Like I said, I added a little bit of garlic, a little bit of chili powder, a bit of garlic, and some white onion. So that is good. We are done with that. That's nice and hot. We can unplug that. Now we're going to plug in the old microwave. There we go. That lets you know it's good. Okay. Cheese sauce right up in there. And we're just going to heat that up, somewhat slowly. So a minute at a time. We'll take it out. We'll stir it. In for another minute. Take it out. Stir it. Now do that 3 or 4 times. So we have so it's nice and evenly melted all the way through. All right, so the green onion, back in the refrigerator. Nacho cheese, because that's now open, we're going to put that in the refrigerator too. I'm going to stick that garlic. Hopefully it stays. Just when I open that door next time, I got to worry about catching things. All right, so we need a plate. All right, so we're gonna put this on the floor. We don't need that cutting board anymore. We're gonna set that knife right there. We'll clean that in a second. Chili is done. Onions are cut. Cheese sauce is being attended to. All right. Like I said, we're not doing a lot of cheese sauce, just a little bit. We're going to use the back of the spoon because we don't want to. We want to heat the cheese sauce up, fairly slowly. Because if you just boil it, put it on for 3 minutes and it boils, the edge will get, will dry out and bake on. We don't want that. I mean, that's wasting cheese. All right. Like I said, now I need to find me a plate. Here we are. Good old plate right there. I'm going to set that right there for the second. There we go. Now, unfortunately, the nachos are a little bit more crushed up than I would like. But, whatever. See if we can't find some big chips, some decent sized chips in there. Yeah. There's a few big chips in there. But for the most part, we're gonna. There we go. Stick those around there. There we go. There we go. We're going to try to make this as pretty as we can. Big full chips would be nice, unbroken, but not always going to get what you want. Okay. Woo. Starting to get hot. Just 30 seconds more. Oh. Yeah, 30 seconds more. There we go. All right. Now, this is going to be messy, but well, sir, the road is good, trucking for silver. I hope everybody comes back at 6 p.m. Eastern, because we're making ribs in the truck. Barbecue ribs with a baked potato and a little bit of mixed vegetables on the side. Maybe a little bit of garlic bread. I'll see about that. All right, so. All right. Wow. That's quite hot. Imagine a microwave making food hot. Unplug that microwave. There we go. Since we don't need it anymore, put that up out the way. Put that out the way. Now, for the chili and the other things, you could add a little bit of Italian herb seasoning, a little bit of garlic powder if you want. Of course, a bit of black pepper. You know, add all that if you want to, jazz it up any way you like it. So, hey, I can always get T-bone. I have a New York strip steak up in the refrigerator here, soaking in black pepper, garlic, and soy sauce. That's going to be marinating for about 3 days, and I put it in last night. So about 3 days that's going to marinate. Then I'll be grilling that. Probably maybe Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be grilling that for my dinner. All right, so plate of chips. Put that down so we can see it. Make this little. There we go. So we're going to take a bit of the chili. Like I said, fairly thick. This is the Hormel authentic home style chili with beans. We'll stick it like that. There we go. We got a little bit of the cheese sauce. Just gonna kind of drizzle that on here a little bit. There we go. Try not to be a total slob. Man alive. And then, of course, a bit of raw white onion, bit of green onion. There we go. And of course, you can do a little diced tomato, pico de gallo. You can put shrimp, chicken, full-on ground beef on if you want. There we go. There. So we got a nice plate. Get a nice big chip here with a little bit of everything on it. There we go. A little more chili. Let's put a. There we go. So a bit of nachos in the truck today. We are sitting here. It's 1:30 in the afternoon here in Minnesota. It snowed for about 15 minutes, just real light fine snow here. Ground is covered with about 2 to 3 inches of snow, compacted, so that's more like 4 inches in total. I'm here at company headquarters. There's a couple of things that need to be done legally, you know, documentation for the truck. Dealing with my permit book, I have to make sure that all that's properly updated and everything that I need is in there. I'm getting a couple repairs on the truck and the trailer. I got a headlight bracket that's broken, needs to be welded up. I got a problem with my headlights. The low beams are for some reason not working properly, so I need to track down what that problem is. Hopefully they can switch out the incandescent bulbs. Sorry. The incandescent bulbs for the front turn signals. I want to see if they can switch those for LEDs, which I already purchased. And I have a wiring issue with the trailer. I have an amber beacon that rotates that is just not working reliably 100%. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. And I can't have that. I have to have it working 100% all the time. So, we are going to be making the barbecue ribs tonight. Find out my, get my little, there my bottle there. We got some baby back ribs. I got a full rack of them. I'm only going to use half of them. I'm going to use the smaller half tonight. About 6 or 7 individual ribs. We're going to put it in the Instapot pressure cooker. This is the barbecue sauce we're going to be using. KC Masterpiece, the classic 816, original sweet and smoky Kansas City style barbecue sauce. So we're gonna give that a try there. I've tasted it. It's not too bad. When it's raw, we're gonna see how it tastes when it gets a bit of a when it gets a bit hotter. So we will see about that. And we got. I picked up some russet potatoes, so we're going to do a baked potato with it. We still have some ciabatta bread. We got 3 rolls there. I might do some garlic bread with it. Last night, I did just a simple chicken sandwich with them, with the ciabatta bread. Wasn't too bad. If I had some mozzarella or some provolone cheese to melt into it, that probably would have been a little bit better. Maybe a good slice of onion, a little bit of nice crispy fresh lettuce on top of that. Wouldn't have been too bad. But other than that, we don't have too much else going on for the day. Like I said, we got here last night a little bit about 6 p.m. last night. It's snowy. It's cold. It has not broken above freezing all day. And tomorrow and Monday, or tomorrow and Tuesday, plan to be cold as well, below freezing. There is a chance of more snow coming in either Monday night or the Tuesday. We will see. But other than that, I'm working on my permit book, and here's one of the things that I've downloaded. This is a North Carolina handbook for oversized loads. Lots of legalese and government rules and regulations, whatnot. But we'll see. We're working on that. I am still working on getting vlogs a little bit more up to date. I just uploaded one. Finally got up a couple minutes ago. So we are making progress on catching up. The rest of this evening, I'm going to try to do the last 3 days, current days. So today, yesterday, tomorrow, I think the day prior. We're going to catch those up as well. And then tomorrow, like I said, we're putting the truck in the shop for a little bit. Got a little bit of legal stuff to do with paperwork. Got to make sure that's good. And then, like I said, we will proceed. Hopefully Tuesday morning, we'll have another load. Who knows heading where? I could be heading out to Washington State, all the way to Southern California, down to Southern Florida, all the way up to Maine. I could head anywhere inside the continental 48 states. It's the only problem with nachos. Messy on the fingers. Especially when you have small, broken up chips, but I love it. Okay, so here we go. So let's make that in the truck. Instead of paying $9, $10, $12 at a restaurant, and it's not the way you want it, I did this for half price. But other than that, we're doing good. We're happy. We're healthy. God gave us another day, so we are good for that. So I'm going to finish my lunch. I'm going to say thank you to everybody who just came in. Mr. Kevin Hart, Trucking for Silver. King and Queen Stacking, thank you very much. Fishing Trucker, appreciate it. Cross Up Production, Congo TV, thank you. Frederick DeLeon, Matthew Johnson, Russell Ralph Floto. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this simple little bit of lunch. Made in a Peterbilt 389 truck. So, we're going to scarf this down and lay here like a beached whale from a food coma, probably. So, remember, tonight, in about an hour, about 3.5 hours approximately, we're going to be starting to make our ribs from very beginning. This is not something where we're going to put it on the barbecue pit at 6 a.m. and then come back to it. No, we're going to do it in a pressure cooker. Microwave our baked potato in a microwave. Lots of butter. A little bit of green onion on top of the baked potato, probably. Yeah. A little bit of mixed vegetable. A little bit of butter sauce on it. Barbecue ribs. Hopefully they come out pretty tender. I think they should. Other than that, we are set for the evening. It is now, like I said, 1:37 in the afternoon. Tomorrow, we'll hopefully get into the maintenance bay over here, get a couple repairs done, make sure my documentation that I'm required to have is all complete. It should be. I make an effort to do that. And then hopefully I have a load that lets me leave here Tuesday morning, hopefully heading to a little bit warmer climate. I like winter, but when I'm just sitting around doing nothing, I don't have a fire here. I don't have a fireplace or anything like that. No wood stove. I don't have any hot chocolate left, which sucks. So I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. Come back in a couple hours. We're going to do the barbecue ribs and hopefully have a pretty good time of it. So until then, thank you very much, and God bless.